Hello, this is Jody from Jody's Gems Quilting, here to give you another tip for gardening. If you are trying to cut back on carbs and find an alternative to spaghetti, pasta, anything that's a pasta, this is something that my husband will even eat, and he doesn't like pasta. So this is our spaghetti, and what I wanted to do is just show you really quick how to do it. You take your zucchini, and you have to almost find a gardener because you want good long ones, like 15 to 18 inches long. And you get your zucchini or grow your own. I grow my own just so I can get them the size that I want them. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a peeler. Here's my peeler. And I love the Kuhn Mercon peelers. But you're going to peel all of your zucchini. I had this whole countertop full, 2 layers. And it takes a while, but it's so worth it. So peel all your zucchini one at a time. Take the ends off. So here will be a top piece. Here's one of the bases. And then carefully cut down through the middle. Let me see if I can get 4 of them back together. There won't be 4 together. But you're going to take that, you're going to cut it down the center, cut it again, so basically in quarters. Then you're going to de-seed it. And I just take a great big spoon. Here's my spoon. I even have my cutting board here. You need a long knife to cut through those. Take a big spoon and you're going to scoop all the seeds out. And what I did was I scooped them into the trash because if you don't, they will regrow. Like if you compost them, I think they will regrow, and I don't want to take any chances. I've just decided that all the seeds need to go in the trash. These will go out in the compost as compost into the garden. Just dig a hole, bury them, cover it up with dirt, and eventually they will decompose. So once you have these done and they're all cleaned up, ready to go, then you're going to take them to your food processor. And I use the shredding, the largest, oh, can you see that? The largest shredder on there, not the small one, but the largest one. And you just buzz them right through here. I usually find just like this. Makes it so much easier. Make sure when you get done, I usually do a couple of them in there. There's that. What I have discovered is that this bowl is just about right. I fill it up and it takes one large, really large, probably a 22 inch zucchini. And they really need to be fresh picked. If they start rotting or they get like, they just look funny, if they're not this really pretty, almost a light green or clear color. I did get some from a gardener one time and they were so old and just, they were overdone. They were too big. So anyway, the perfect size is 10 cups. Usually 10 to 12 cups will feed my husband and I. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill up a 10-cup Tupperware bowl. In this one, this is a 4-quart, and I actually smashed it in there and put Sad Wrap between it. So I've got 2 meals in here, 2 in this one. Got 1 in here, 1 in this bowl, which is a probably 3-quart, 2.5-quart, 3-quart bowl, 2.5. And if you have the large freezer mates, that is 1 serving right here. That's 1 meal. So believe it or not, all of this will break down, melt down basically, because it's mostly water. And what I do is I freeze them all. They'll go in the freezer. And this is unusual to have. This is the most I've ever had at one time. So these will all go in the freezer, freeze solid. Then I'll take them out in a couple days and let them thaw. And this will reduce down, believe it or not, to this size right here. And I usually put them into the medium. Sometimes I'll put them into this size of freezer mate. These are the newer ones, the refrigerator ones. Sometimes in a pinch I will go back to these, which is a 48 ounce freezer mate, the old ones. So any of those, I think I've even used this one when I'm desperate. So break them down. If you're making zucchini bread, you want to put them into a 2-cup container. 2 cups of fresh zucchini is what you need for zucchini bread. And this is the 16 ounce freezer mates too. And so those have been around for 100 years. But then what I do is I take them out and I break them down, so I thaw them and get them into smaller containers. And when I do that, then I put them back in the freezer, and then all winter long when we want to have spaghetti, or just, I use this as a base for sloppy joes. I don't eat buns, hardly ever. Sloppy joes, pulled pork sandwiches, pulled beef, pulled chicken, any of those will be beautiful on here. And what you do is you just steam this. So whether you steam it in the microwave, you steam it in your on top of the stove, whatever you decide to do, it's your base. And you just take a bunch of this cooked and then put your toppings on top, put your cheese on top just like you would spaghetti, and it is so yummy. I hope this helps you and that you have one more tip to eating healthier. Have a great day. God's blessings to you. Bye.